The southern shore, as it is locally known, is the easternmost coastline of the island of Newfoundland. It proudly reaches into the Atlantic Ocean and hosts some of the oldest settlements in North America, complete with colourful names such as Petty Harbour, Bay Bulls, Mobile, and Burnt Cove. Over 150 kilometres long, it is both bucolic and desolate. Hills that plunge into the forest valleys carved by salmon rivers sit against the rocky and windswept barrens, punctuated by fishing villages. A dramatic coastline complete with a long and textured history. This series celebrates the unusual, the courageous, and the quirky stories that seem to define the communities of the area. And while some are known by locals, the finer details are unknown to others.
I allow most people don't realise that plenty of fishermen were fishing along the coast of Newfoundland well before John Cabot ever stepped foot on the island. These areas were always good fishing grounds. There are documents suggesting the Basque people from France and Spain and the Breton people from England and France used to fish the waters without ever permanently settling the island, maybe even the Norwegians too. A lot of these peoples were chasing whales and cod. The Britons in particular have quite a history here on the island. The evidence is found mainly in our town's names. And most people don't even know it. I didn't even know it until later in my life. They had a custom where they'll name new lands after their old lands. Well, I think that is something many colonists did in North America. In some cases, they just put the word new in front of the old name, like New England or New York, which was originally New Amsterdam, or even Nova Scotia, New Scotland. A bit lazy, if you ask me, but I suppose they were just pining for home. In any case, the Britons left a legacy on the southern shore with a bunch of names, such as Biscay Bay, which was lifted from the Bay of Biscay between France and Spain. People say that Formose is a shagged-up version of the Portuguese word Formosa, meaning beautiful, and you'd believe that if you saw the place. There's also Cape Race, which is undeniably close to the westernmost point of Brittany, which is called Cape Race. And so just alongside Cape Race, on the southern shore of Newfoundland, is the community of Trepassey. Well, conveniently, just alongside the Cape Ross of Brittany, there is a bay called the Bay de Trepassey, or Bay of the Departed really is the Bay of the Dead, or even the Bay of the Souls, depending on the translation. I would say Trepassey pretty easily becomes Trepassey once you've got people who can't speak French trying to pronounce it. Hey, bye. In France, this bay is said to be a place where departed souls begin their journey to what happens next. Some books talks about fishermen hearing the voices of the departed in the bay. Not quite sure if that was happening around Trepassey too, but I wouldn't discount the idea. Lots of souls lost to the sea up and down this shore. But there you go. There's a Cape Race and Trepassey here, and a Cape Race and Trepassey there. Undeniable.